halo. A walkway leading to the pond will have cubby holes so visitors can leave stuffed animals, flowers, or other mementos. The memorial will feature hundreds of glass discs that contain the names of missing children.
7:35, a hectic couple of weeks for investors, to say the least. Stock market's taken a nosedive, then it goes up, then it goes down, and alone the Dow has been down more than 1,300 points. If you're watching your own portfolio, your own 401k, it's been tough enough. What, though, if you're watching the portfolio of the entire state of Florida? That's what he does. Jeff Atwater is our guest this morning. He's Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Good to be with you, Russell.
I will talk to you about why you're here to talk to small business owners in a second. But let me ask you about that. I mean, everybody wants to know how the state pension fund is doing through all of this.
Sure. The state pension fund is one of the healthiest state pension funds in the country. No question about it. When you have the volatility that we have seen in the downturn that we have seen, there have been literally billions of dollars that have fallen in the size of the state's portfolio. But you'd have to again look at this relatively speaking. In March of '09, we were at about an $89 billion pension portfolio. In the last 2 years, that moved back up to about $130 billion. So the wrong thing to do is to panic and to worry that these things cannot recover. The United States of America is going to work through this. The marketplace is going to work through this. And I would want any state worker to know that the state pension fund still ranks among the finest funded in the country and is rock solid. And again, those individuals looking towards a longer-term plan for their retirement, and that fund is going to be rock solid.
Good, good. Let's talk about your trip here, because you said you've been talking to small business people, and that's what you're going to be doing today as well. I mean, the stories I keep hearing and reading that in this mess we're in, they're the ones who are being hurt the most. And we know when small business gets hurt, it hurts all of us.
That's the key, because, you know, so many people say, what's the health of the state? The state as a financial condition is fine. It's certainly tough, but we're doing fine. We have a AAA rating, notwithstanding, you know, the downgrade of the federal government. We're standing at AAA, and in fact, the outlook for Florida by S&P just went up from negative to stable. They have seen that Governor Scott, the legislature, made tough decisions to balance the budget. The real story is where you're going, is we must work on the health of the marketplace. We cannot extract more dollars from the small business owner right now. They need to keep it in their business model so that they can either get efficiencies through new equipment, keep the person on site. Don't let anybody else go. Let them keep the employment base strong within their own company and not lay anyone off. That's the key. So if we can keep government expenses down, not grow government at this point in time, keep the money in the pocket of the consumer by not extracting more from their wallet, let them find their footing and their confidence to buy. When they find their confidence to buy, the economy finds its footing. And that's the key right now. All focus should be on what could we do to be sure that the marketplace is not disturbed. Don't worry about whether or not there's enough money flowing into government.
Right. You know, it's interesting, though, because I keep reading how consumer confidence is so low. Confidence in government, in Congress, is so low. I mean, there's so much to be fixed attitudinally, isn't there?
There is, and that's why the downgrade, though America remains the gold standard, you're not going to go and put your money in someone else right now. You're certainly not going to go to the European continent to invest your money. So that is the key. It's just the downgrade was one more layer of uncertainty and question as to the health of America's status and the health of a recovery. And so the focus must be, those of us who have this privilege of serving in public office, what can we get off people's backs? How can we make getting a permit easier, faster, quicker? How can we make it easier to keep people on your job site, the layering on of additional regulatory burdens that makes it a cost burden to carry an employee instead of an advantage to carry an employee? Those are the things that we have to work on, and I think that's what's taken place in Florida. That's why the recognition that Florida is a AAA rated state, that our credit is rock solid, but you're focused on the right thing. What can we do and what can we keep doing to take burdens off of the small business owner?
We'll leave it there.
Okay, great.
Florida CFO Jeff Atwater.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Come back anytime.
I'll look forward to it.
Appreciate it. And before the break, we're going to take a look at the Sky Tower Omni radar. There is a little bit of rain out there. Nothing like yesterday. Dave's forecast in just a couple of minutes. Stay with us.
Fox tonight. Who will win?
Any one of you could be this year's champion.
Be there for the spectacular finale. when the answer will be revealed.